Dave Ramsey and his people are currently spewing the worst advice that I could possibly imagine when it comes to credit scores and credit reports. I have a much better solution than Dave is suggesting, so watch all the way to the end so you'll understand how to implement the solution. Dave Ramsey has spread this deep hatred and fear of debt all around America, which I think is unwarranted and I think is bad, but that is not the subject of this video. He's running around telling people something that I think is really dangerous and really could put you in a very vulnerable, very bad position if you listen to him. If you're new here, hey, I'm Rachel, I'm a money coach. I help six-figure earners ditch the paycheck to paycheck cycle and generally get their financial shit together. So Dave has been saying for years that when you finish paying off your debt, you should just let the credit card companies either close the card or you should go ahead and close them yourself. Now, this seems like a good idea logically. If you had a bad experience, it was really hard to pay off the debt, I can totally understand why you want to close the credit cards, but hear me out. This will ultimately cause your credit score to plummet to a very low number, and then eventually you just won't have a credit score at all. And let me tell you why this is so dangerous and so bad. Your credit report is sort of like a report card for how you behaved as a borrower over the recent history of your life. Your credit score is more like your GPA. It's taking all kinds of data points and averaging them together and coming up with a number that they think reflects your performance as a borrower. This becomes really important when it becomes time to borrow money again because lenders and sometimes people like landlords and employers want to see your credit worthiness before they give you a loan or the house keys or the car keys. And the best way that they can look at that is look at the history of how you behaved over the last 10 years and determine what they think your likely behavior will be in the future. And if they have no record to turn to, they have no idea what to do, and they're either going to deny you the apartment or they're going to give you a loan with a super high interest rate, which is really not in your best interest. And for those diehards out there who are like, I'm never taking out a loan again, what happens if you get in a car accident and you need to add a wheelchair ramp to your house? How are you going to pay for that? What happens if you have to move and you need to prove that you are a reliable borrower to your new landlords? You're going to have nothing to show for this. So instead of closing your credit cards, this is exactly what you should do to keep your credit score high. Put one monthly recurring payment on each of your credit cards, like a Spotify subscription or a Netflix, or maybe you have a gym membership, so that you know exactly what the payment is going to be or roughly what the payment is going to be, and then put it on auto pay to pay after you receive the statement every month. To be clear, you are paying off the statement balance before the due date every month. You can set this up as an automatic transaction so that you don't even have to think about it. The result is that the credit card companies are going to report to the credit reporting services that you are reliable and are making on-time payments and paying off your balance. In this way, you have no debt and you're building a really solid credit history just in case you do find yourself needing credit. If you have other questions about wealth building, credit scores, credit reports, drop it in the comments and I'll do my best to reply. Follow for more money tips and tricks.